Last day of the month, 31st of July 2023. Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates. I'm your presenter Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have a lot in store for you, but first let's take a look at the stories that are making our headlines. Benadir court upholds sentences of 36 foreign nationals for illegal fishing. Jubilant leader Madobe meets with World Bank officials to accelerate development projects. Somali president discusses developments in curtailing Al-Shabaab financial network. Somalia Prime Minister chairs meeting to bolster security cooperation in Benadir region. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. The Benadir Regional Court has upheld the sentences of 36 foreign nationals who were arrested for illegal fishing in the Somali waters. Each defendant was fined 12,000 for a total of 432,000. The defendants, who hail from various countries, were arrested by the Somali authorities in April this year. They were accused of using two boats to engage in illegal fishing in Somali waters, which is a violation of the Somali law.
The Benadir Regional Court has upheld the sentences of 36 foreign nationals who were arrested for illegal fishing in Somali waters. Each defendant was fined $12,000 for a total of $4,032. The defendants, who hail from various countries, were arrested by Somali authorities in April of this year. They were accused of using two boats to engage in illegal fishing in Somali waters, which is a violation of Somali law. The case was heard by the Benadir Regional Court, which found the defendants guilty and imposed the fines. The defendants appealed the decision, but the Benadir Regional Appeals Court has now upheld the lower court's ruling. In addition to the fines, the court has also ruled against two boats used in the illegal fishing operation. The boats will be confiscated by Somali authorities. Illegal fishing is a major problem in Somali waters, and the Somali government has been taking steps to crack down on the practice. In recent years, the government has worked to strengthen its maritime security, including by increasing patrols and working with international partners to combat illegal fishing. The government has also sought to raise awareness about the importance of protecting Somali waters and the resources they contain. In 2019, the Somali government launched a campaign called Somali at Heart, which aims to encourage Somalis to take pride in their country's maritime resources and work to protect them. The crackdown on illegal fishing is part of a broader effort to promote sustainable fishing practices and protect the livelihoods of Somali fishermen. Illegal fishing not only undermines the sustainability of fish stocks, but also deprives Somali fishermen of their livelihoods and contributes to food insecurity in the country. The Benadir Regional Court decision to upheld the sentences and impose fines on 36 foreign nationals sends a strong message that illegal fishing will not be tolerated in Somali waters.
Jubilant President Ahmed Islam Madobe also met with senior officials from the World Bank on Sunday to discuss the swift implementation of various development projects funded by the organization. Led by Matthias Meyer, the deputy head of the World Bank in Somalia and project manager, the meeting focused on expediting several initiatives aimed at boosting the economic growth, creating jobs, and improving standards of their living in the region.
Jubilant President Ahmed Mohamed Islam, also known as Madobe, met with the senior officials from the World Bank on Saturday to discuss the swift implementation of various development projects funded by organization. Led by Matthias Meyer, the deputy head of the World Bank in Somalia and project manager, the meeting focused on expediting several initiatives aimed at boosting economic growth, creating jobs, and improving the standard of living in the region. The comprehensive dialogue centered on the construction of critical roads, the development of the workers' infrastructure, and the expansion of other essential social services. While some of these projects are already underway, others are still in the early stages of planning. The leaders hope that by accelerating the commencement of these projects, they can provide more opportunities for locals and contribute to the all-of development of the country. Jubaland is a region that has long struggled with civil unrest and instability. However, through these development projects, the government is striving to create a brighter future for its citizens. The meeting concluded with a renewed commitment from both parties to work together to accelerate the pace of development projects in Jubaland and across Somalia.
The National Anti-Money Laundering Committee and President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud spoke on Saturday about their progress in dismantling the Al-Shabaab terrorist financial networks. The committee claimed the actions had increased public awareness among Somalis and curtailed the capacity of the terrorists to extort and plunder local businesses. Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud on Saturday met the National Anti-Money Laundering Committee and spoke about their progress in dismantling the Al-Shabaab terrorist financial networks. The committee claimed that its actions had increased public awareness among Somalis and curtailed the capacity of the terrorists to extort and plunder local businesses. The war against Al-Shabaab should be fought on three fronts: the economic, ideological, and military fronts, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud underscored. He argued that in order to completely rid the nation of the terrorists, success on all these three fronts is essential. Government forces have been gaining ground against the militants since August after launching the most significant Somali-led campaign against Al-Shabaab since the jihadis began their terror campaign 15 years ago. Territorial gains, mostly in central Somalia, have been backed by a financial crackdown that has led to the freezing of hundreds of bank and mobile money accounts, holding a couple of $1 million combined, and a drive to convince the Somali clerics to condemn Al-Shabaab as anti-Islamic. On Thursday, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud held a closed-door meeting with Brian Nelson, the Undersecretary of the Treasury for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence of the United States, where they discussed various mechanisms for curbing Al-Shabaab's growing financial muscle, with the group reportedly racking in millions of dollars from extortion and illegal taxation across the country. During the meeting, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud revealed some of the strategies in controlling Al-Shabaab's financial empire and had effectively worked, noting the closure of the 250 bank accounts associated with Al-Shabaab and 70 mobile money transfer firms whose transactions were suspicious. Regulating Al-Shabaab financial flow, he added, has been a major boost in the liberation of the several strategic towns across the Federal Republic of Somalia, adding that the group could in future face financial constraints. Data by the U.S. State Department shows Al-Shabaab collects up to 120 million annually. Somali Premier Hamza Abdi Barre attended a meeting in the Heliwa neighborhood of Mogadishu to improve coordination between the law enforcement and Banaadir region administration on Sunday afternoon. The Premier explicitly stated during the meeting that Mogadishu security was a top priority for the administration. He also pointed that the gathering in Heliwa district as an evidence of better understanding between the community cooperation which had long been difficult to achieve.
Somali Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre attended a meeting in the Heliwa neighborhood of Mogadishu to improve coordination between law enforcement and the Banaadir administration on Sunday. The Prime Minister explicitly stated during the meeting that Mogadishu's security was a top priority for the administration. He pointed to the gathering in the Heliwa district as evidence of better understanding and community cooperation, which had long been difficult to achieve. After Al-Shabaab gained control of Mogadishu in 2011, Heliwa, a town in the southeast of Banaadir, endured safety concerns for a while. Al-Shabaab has been cited as having a stronghold in the neighborhood. The benefits of collaboration between Mogadishu's residents and security forces were emphasized by Prime Minister Hamza. All districts are now safer to visit as a result. The meeting was attended by ministers, the governor of Banaadir, MPs and representatives of various societal groups that collaborate with the capital security services to hunt down Al-Shabaab remnants hiding in their homes. Government forces have been advancing against the militants significantly since August, when they launched a major offensive against Al-Shabaab, which was their most successful move against the terror organization in the previous 15 years.
Lovely viewers, that's all we have prepared for you tonight from our desk in Mogadishu. I wish to thank all the Dalsan media fraternity who made this news bulletin a success. Wherever you're tuning in from, have yourself a lovely night and blessings galore.